everybody, today I'm bringing you this layout with these two silly selfies of me and my grandsons together. Pretty much everything today will be from the Kaisercraft Daydreamer collection. I absolutely love that collection. And this very first paper is divided into black and white, and it says love you to the moon and back, and that's the name of the paper, is love you to the moon and back. Now I want to get a little separation between the photos here and the background, so I'm going to use this green circle paper here, and that's called Mischievous, and again that's from the Kaisercraft Daydreamer collection. And I really just took that, it's kind of a minty aqua background, and I really took that from the shirt that I'm wearing, has kind of a minty color to it. So the boys are in more neutral things. So now you'll see what I did there is I just kind of put that on the mat on the layout, and the bottom photo is kind of over the separation in the middle, so that the photo mat is not going to be exactly equal. The two photos won't be equal the way the paper is. And then what I did is I wanted to find some sort of journaling piece. There's not a lot to say here. We were together and we were taking silly selfies. So I found that sheet of paper there with the 3x4 cutouts, and that paper is called Happy Moments. And I found that little cut apart there that says you make me so very happy, which these boys definitely do that. Now I found those die cuts, and the die cuts there are from the Daydreamer Collectibles, which is what they call their die cut pack. And I found the houses there. And then I thought about using those emojis because I actually posted these to Facebook. But I'm not going to use those. They were just a little bit, they were too heavy, I guess. So I found that in the die cut pack. And then I'm actually going to use that banner die cut. You know, if you know me or have been watching me, I should say, for a while, you know that I have a banner kryptonite issue, so kind of cool that I can actually use that. Then at the top of the layout there, I found a die cut there that says you are my happy place. So that in the kind of home, because we're at my house, is kind of a cute little sort of idea. Now, these colors are pretty light, so I want to give the edges some sort of shadow and definition. So as I often do, I'm going to use my Memento Dewdrop ink in gray flannel, and I'm just going to ink the edges of all of the pieces here. And again, I'm looking at this, and I don't want the middle of the photos to land on the middle of the moon and back paper there. So I'm adjusting things a little bit here and there as I go. And the bottom of that top photo is just below the middle line. Inking the edge of that card. And I'm going to do the same thing here. I want to make sure that the top of the card, the bottom, the join between the photos and the join between the two paper colors are not all the same, that they're all different. And now I have my basic structure of where my clusters are going to go, because I have the little banner, I have the journaling card, and then I have the this is my happy place. So now I'm trying to find something else, because I think I need a little bit of something on the bottom there, because it feels like the journaling card is floating, that it's not resting on anything, and I'm going to cure that by cutting apart the stars of this die cut. And I'm sorry, the bottom of this is a little low here. I'm still getting used to my new mat. All right, so I'm just cutting those apart, and and the other thing that I did there is I just added some foam tape, I believe, to the back of that. I was thinking about using that longer stretch of 3 stars there. I'm going to change that though. And now I'm looking for something to go kind of above the this is my happy place to anchor it. in the meantime, I see those 2 stars and decide that that's what I really want to do. I want it to be 2. So now I have to go through and ink the edges of those tiny little stars. That's always fun because, you know, you end up with as much ink as on the stars as you do on the actual stars themselves. So I just love these photos, and it's so cute because my youngest grandson is so chunky there, and he has started to walk now. He was not quite walking here. He was definitely surfing, but he's been walking now for about 5 months. And shortly after this was taken, he started walking. And so he's definitely thinned out. So he doesn't have that baby chunk anymore that he used to. I miss those times. Although his little legs are still pretty chunky, which Grandma loves that. I always say, why does it look so cute on them and not so cute on us? So anyway, and it's just funny because, you know, he's so little here. He's just over a year, not even, yeah, he's just over a year old here. And he's looking at the camera in both of them because he absolutely knows where to look and, you know, what to do for photos. And he's just a year old here. So how silly, but how much fun. All right. So I inked that banner piece, and now I put that down. I'm not happy with what's behind this is my happy place yet. And I find that little die cut circle that says too sweet in the green. And I like that because it's another color in there, because it was looking strongly kind of peachy pink with the house and the big 3x4 card. So I'm going to get that on there, and I added some foam tape to that one. And now I'm also seeing again, what can I do, because I still feel like that top cluster needs another element there. So I go to this sticker sheet, and that's what it's called, the Daydreamer sticker sheet. And I grab this piece, this sticker that's really essentially a piece of washi. And I really like that because it brings the coral color up to the top cluster there, but a hint of it versus a lot of it. So I'm loving how this all looks right now. I go back to the sticker sheet and I find this little green arrow to bring a little bit more of that green in to the top of that card now. So there's green and peach and yellow in each of the collections, and it feels like to me with that arrow that it sort of finishes the layout off somehow. All right, so now I am looking for some enamel dots to add to this, the layout here, and I find, I'm going to, in just a minute, I'm going to find the Simple Stories Posh enamel dots. And if you wonder what I store mine in, that's in an A31, just a little square, a little square basket basically, and that is what holds all my enamel dots and those kinds of things. My jewels, because I don't use them so often anymore, are actually in a basket on my shelves, but my enamel dots and some of my flair that's packaged is in there as well too. All right, so there's the Simple Story Posh enamel dots. All right, very good. And I'm going to add some yellow and some pink and some green ones to the different areas. I'm going to use a couple in each size in the different areas, but not always. The banner has 3 on it, but the other 2 clusters are going to have 2. And I'm just trying to bring in color here. And these colors for these Posh dots match this Kaisercraft Daydreamer collection perfectly. So if you have it and you're looking for some enamel dots, those are good ones for that. Of course, we all probably have tons of enamel dots. Now, I'm not sure that you are going to be able to see this or that I got this on, but I did take the border strip from the Stargazer paper, and that border strip says, smile often, think positively, give thanks, laugh loudly, love others, and dream big. And I put it on the very bottom of this layout. I didn't want to cut the white paper down, the white top down so much from this layout. I really wanted the white to remain fairly large. I'm hoping you can see it. I don't remember. It's been a few weeks since I made this layout. All right, there's a still shot with the border strip. Hope you're all well, and I'll be back with another layout again soon. Bye.